Hi there and welcome to Juicy Celeb Talks. Kim Watchman's children, Quincy and the twins, have been following the stories and rumors about their mother, Kim Watchman, and it's clear they've come across everything that's been said. With excerpts from Kim's alleged book making the rounds, Quincy is reportedly furious with Diddy. Quincy has insisted that an investigation be conducted to uncover the truth about what really happened to his mother. Recently, Quincy took a moment to express gratitude to his mother, calling her wonderful and celebrating the end of her life in a heartfelt tribute. For those unaware, Quincy's biological father, Albie Shure, has revealed that he is working on a documentary that promises to reveal some shocking truths. He announced, "We will be producing the Albie Shure life story, so hold on tight and you'll truly learn how I ended up in a coma. You're really going to need to call security after this." When Diddy's homes were raided, Albie Shure advised Quincy to come home, captioning a photo with Quincy, "El toy child, come back home. The door is always open. You're safe here, son. I love you, Pops." Naturally, fans were initially skeptical about Albie Shure's intentions, especially considering that Quincy had previously written an open letter criticizing Albie Shure for not being a part of his life while growing up. In that letter, Quincy questioned the importance of a biological relationship, writing, "As far as my biological father goes, the spitting image is all I have taken from him. Throughout most of my life, I've always wondered where he was, what he was doing, and, most importantly, was he even thinking about me? The absence of my father has given me a better understanding of the kind of man I'm going to be. I'm grateful for my mother's love, support, guidance, and strength." It seems that now, with all these revelations about what happened to Kim, Quincy is beginning to see Diddy in a different light. The book's excerpts have supposedly opened his eyes to a new perspective. Based on what sources are saying, Quincy might even be willing to contribute to Albie Shure's documentary. Regarding the book, it's important to note that Kim's close friend, Midnight Electa, recently took to Instagram to assert that Kim had no plans to publish a book before her passing in 2018. Midnight made it clear, saying, "I will say this as loud as I can, Kim Watchman never drafted nor wrote a book, journal, or manuscript." Allegedly means when something is supposed to be true but has not been proven. Responsible journalists use this word regularly to maintain their integrity and worth while reporting news. However, people will go to great lengths to achieve fame and notoriety, most times at the expense of others. According to Midnight, all the rumors about any book are nothing but blatant lies, and she urged people not to believe them. She further added in her post, "When people say I have the manuscript, it's a lie. There is no book. There never was." Some people continue to talk about and spread blatant falsehoods regarding this so-called manuscript as if it were true. People, it's not. Kim would never do something like this, and that's the honest-to-God truth. God knows the truth, and so does she. As for me, I would never let someone else call my phone or send me a text about this without clearing the air. Any negative feedback or comments on this post will get no response. But God bless you. The truth is the truth. Be blessed. However, despite Midnight's strong denial, many people remain unconvinced. The fact that she is Diddy's cousin makes her less credible in the eyes of some. Fans are speculating that Kim might have shared all the details about the book with someone else, knowing not to trust Midnight with such sensitive information. Some even believe that Diddy might have paid Midnight to say that the book doesn't exist, given that she was one of Kim's closest friends. As a result, many are inclined to believe her, despite their doubts. Now, I've seen the excerpts from the pages of the alleged book, and I must say, it's incredibly chaotic. The chaos has led some sources to claim that the leaked book has Quincy fuming at Diddy. In the first chapter of the supposed book, Kim wrote about how Diddy's jealousy and temper often left her walking on eggshells. She recounted one particular incident where Diddy allegedly sent her to the hospital. According to the excerpt, Kim received some flowers, which infuriated Diddy. He shouted, "No. So, who the F are they from?" Kim was confused and honestly told him that she didn't know, thinking they might have been from a fan. Diddy threw the card that came with the flowers at her, and when Kim picked it up to read it, the card said, "The other night was amazing. Let's do it again." As Kim tried to explain who the flowers were from, Diddy threw them at her and said, "That's not how this works. You have my child. You don't touch anyone unless I allow it." This behavior aligns with what we've heard about how much control Diddy had over Kim. He maintained a hold on her, whether they were together or not. He never lost access to Kim, even when he was with other women. He always had an open-door policy with her. Even when Diddy was with J.Lo, Kim reportedly continued to try and calm him down, explaining that she had just had coffee with a producer to discuss the possibility of her starring in a new film he wanted to make. But that only made Diddy angrier. The next thing Kim knew, a chair was thrown at her. In the book, Kim recounted what happened next, saying, "I begged him, 'Sean, please.' He shouted at me, 'What?' I tried my best to calm him down. He probably didn't realize it, but it didn't come up. 'You are openly dating someone else,' so he shouted at me, and somehow it seemed even more serious. So you didn't tell him to back off, Sean?' I didn't, and then, out of nowhere, a chair. I don't remember anything after that until I woke up in a hospital room. My arm was in a cast hanging from a sling. My face and my eyebrow were in enormous pain, as was my lip. As I came to, the first face I saw was the man who put me there." Kim continued in the journal, writing that Diddy apologized and told her he didn't know what had come over him. But she was afraid for her safety because they were in a private hospital room, and no one would hear her even if she screamed for her life. As she lay in the hospital bed, Diddy allegedly said, "I was just so jealous. You know how I am. I'm sorry, baby. I promise I'll never put my hands on you again. I swear." She also expressed concern that Diddy would lie and claim she had been in a car accident and that people would believe him because he's a mogul. In the book, Kim said that Diddy spent the next 6 months helping her heal and working his way back into her life and her children's lives. But things only got worse from there until she passed away from what was officially ruled to be pneumonia. And I won't even get into the details of all the things that didn't make sense about her death. We've been through that too many times. Reportedly, the book also includes details about how Cassie flaunted herself in front of Kim and laughed at how Diddy was mistreating Kim in her own home.